Hello, I'm back. Um, okay, so just a quick summary of what happened last session. Um, I believe I mostly did all the lighting I need for now, and then I did some thinking about what kind of set dressing I wanted to do. Oh, and I did some bug fixing for this books. But today, I'm gonna focus on polishing out what we already have. Um, Most importantly is this one because it is actually quite a big feature in this house. So this wall painting that I have here, you can see it's not actually too. I want it to be a bit more densely packed. Not sure if anybody is familiar with the kind of visual I'm going for. But I think it's quite common in movies. I think. Um, but ideally, I just want as minimal wall showing up on this wall, so to speak. I Yeah, I just want this whole wall to be filled up with paintings, and I want to polish up some of this PCG so that the points that is spawning is a bit more densely packed and less I'm not sure. It just doesn't look too natural like how a person would do it. So that's it. That's the plan. Right now, what I want to do is actually um, you see this wall only has three types of photo: one big, one medium, and one lot small. So I want to see what kind of picture frames we have in this pack. I'll just lay it all out, and then maybe I can choose my favorites. Hmm. Here? Okay. So this circular one seems quite common. Okay. It's gonna be annoying, so I'm gonna just do it from the back. Ah, my eyes. We do it here. Oh, I see. I see. So all these are sort of rotated wrongly. Um, nice. Maybe if I put it on the floor, it'll look better. Hmm, not really. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay. The sun's too bright. I set the exposure too high so that I can make the room darker. So we'll just do it here. I'll just lay it all out. One, two. Let me set this to maybe 10. So I get a better uniform. Okay. Maybe I'll set it to. Oh, I set to 500. And this is medium. Mhm. So the way these assets are done for these photos are a bit jank. It is a bit jank. Not sure. I mean, if they're gonna go through all the trouble of selling the asset, they should at least make it more user friendly. Um, but at least it looks good. At least it looks good. So while I'm placing this down, oops, double click by accident. So while I'm placing this down, I want to talk about what I'm planning to do. Maybe after after finishing this project. Um, yeah, so now that we are on the second pass of set dressing and maybe the second pass of lighting, once everything is done, I'll probably move on to a bigger. In short term, I'll probably move on to a new project, a new project for my portfolio. Maybe something that's not maybe, but I'm thinking about doing a larger interior scene. Um, yeah, something at the size of maybe uh a concert or a museum, a more public setting, a wall frame. I mean, a standing photograph. And then after that, just to do maybe a outdoor scene. But because I don't have nanite, I might not do a nature scene, maybe like a city. And that would probably uh be quite shader heavy because right now it seems pretty trendy to do kind of like cyberpunk-esque environment. So I might do like holograms and screens, and those are all pretty shader heavy stuff. And then after that, because I'm already have a lot of my technical stuff done professionally in a professional project like coding and R&D tool makings that is already done for me. I might move on to just some R&D on maybe some specific subjects within Unreal, like maybe some vertex movement. I want to create some effects. So because keeping in mind that I'm still trying to stream the projects I'm doing, I just want to focus more on visual stuff when I'm doing here while I'm showing what I'm doing, and maybe I'll leave all the coding stuff for myself. I'm not sure if you guys have want to see me code. I'm open to that. I'm just not sure how entertaining it would be. It's just me typing on text with very little graphics going on, just debugging. Um, okay, it looks like that's all of them. I'm gonna just go up here. This. See if I'm highlighting anything else. Nope. I'm just gonna rotate this. That's not how it's gonna work. Let me see if it does have a local rotation. I'm rotating on the x-axis. I'm just gonna change this to 90. Oops. And move this up just a bit. Okay. I'm gonna do 270. Yep. Yeah, so so for those R&D experiments, R&D or experimental streams where I'm working on testing out features in Unreal and seeing how it could work with my current workflow, or trying out effects or characters and or skills. But yeah, that's what I'll mostly be doing. Okay, let's just take a look at what we want to use here. So I just ideally want to pick maybe 3 or 4 photo of each kind. So let's see. Okay, no, I'm just gonna do maybe these 2 photos and this 2. I'll do this too. And let's do 3 of these. Yeah, let's do 3 of this. And all of these. I'm gonna delete that. I just want to pick 3 squares here. Not too important which one I'm picking. I'm pretty sure they all kind of fit the theme already. Uh-huh. Okay, so all these square ones, I'm done. Don't want anymore. Vertical ones, I'll take this 3. Don't need any more. Actually, maybe I'll take like 2 horizontal, 2 portrait, 2 landscape, 2 portrait. Sorry. That's the right terminology. Obviously I'm not using this one, but actually I could, oh, it's not coming back. I'll remember that for next time. When I'm placing the actual assets myself, I'll use those. Uh-huh. I'm just gonna take this, and let me see. This one's kind of creepy, so let's keep that. Kind of out place, we'll take that. Okay, I'll say I'm not gonna care what pictures we're using, but I changed my mind, I guess. So all these smaller ones, I might pick a bit more because they're gonna be filling up all the spaces in between the big ones. I just want to make sure that there's enough variety that it doesn't look too boring. Okay. I'm not gonna take the landscape ones. Let me see. Maybe I would. No, I'm not gonna take the landscape ones. Why do I have 2 cats? Like this and this. I want something with a bit more color. This and this. And then I might as well pick this one too. Okay. Pick this tree. Okay, that's actually a lot of photos. A lot of picture frames. I'm gonna delete the rest of these. Just clean it up. Okay. So here we're gonna have to do we have to group them up because the PCG is not gonna know whether the pictures are gonna be portrait or landscape. So that's a little bit of a problem. I just want to, I did turn, want to know how many groups I need to make here. I'm not sure why the lighting is flipping out. Yeah, it happens even if I'm working, so it's just unreal for me, for you. standard Unreal problems. But generally it's not a big deal once you actually hit play and then play the game. I have never seen it happen in actual gameplay time. It only does happen in editor. Yeah. But it's nice, at least I can see something when it happens. I might redo the PCG graph if the distribution doesn't look too even again. I'll probably do. Okay, so let's take a look. BP Warframe. Oh, let me take a sip of water. Actually, before I start on that, I'm having some trouble figuring out what to do with this space up here. I feel it might end up looking a bit too generic because yeah, I don't think I have enough. I might need to get new assets just to fill up this space here. So if you guys have any suggestion, please feel free to give me some. And I'll probably use it. Open to anything right now. And yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do some modeling just to do some debris that actually blocks the way here. Okay, enough of that. Let's go into the graph. So what I want to do is actually disable this. Yeah, so I can see the wall itself. I want to debug this. Okay, actually it's distributed quite evenly. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, when I'm working on the more organic stuff, like things that are falling on the floor, like all this that has like scattered on the floor or fell on, is more organic, like it has fallen there. So I want like it to be more um randomly distributed. But when things are like man-made, um all the world-based storytelling, like this is just world-based storytelling, so you're just trying to make it look like somebody actually um lived here, so they wanted to frame out the photos evenly in a grid, you know. But over time, like things have fallen off, but they're still in the grid, and there's just probably a few holes here and there. Okay, I'm gonna pick this out. Transform points. Uh, Let me see any other filters I can use here. I can't remember using a different filter for the floor. Attract select points, I think. Yeah, we use select points. So that's probably a better choice here. Select points. Invert. Nope. Advance. You got a lot of points. I'm gonna do 0.05. No, we can't. Let me debug this. Disable this. looking at this now. Right. Let me check whether you guys can see everything. I think you can see enough. Let me just move it like that. Yeah, I can see enough. Um, yeah. So what I want to do is increase the spacing between each one of them. I think it's this one. No, this one increases the size of the point. So let's do 30. Yeah, 30 looks kind of good, right? We'll try out that. And then let's try bounce modifier again. Can I reduce the amount some more? Yeah, can. Want to go a bit further. Yeah, looks good. Let's see here. This one goes down. So what I want to do is create the bigger ones first. So let's start with this. SM picture 08A. So let's do self pruning. And then I'll do static mesh model. Because I want to restart, I don't want to use this stuff anymore. I feel like it's a bit messy. Now that I'm getting more used to PCG. I just want to rework some of the inefficient stuff. Oh, 8A? Oh, didn't type. Hang on. Oh, 8A. Yep. Bounds. So next is we gotta move this over here to transform point again. Put this down. I'm gonna use this one because it's rotated to the side here. I'm gonna make it face forward through transform point. I believe it should be Z. No. Let me just move that. Not that either. This looks correct. Let's see if it's facing forward. I can't tell. It's too flashy. But it looks like it needs to. It looks like it's horizontal. So what we need to do is flip it by 90. No. Gotta flip this one by 90. And then we gotta do an offset off the wall. I'm hoping it's this one. Yeah. I'm just gonna do like 2 maybe. Let me add in the lights. Something bright enough so I can see what's going on. I might come back on the second pass of lighting to adjust the light itself that I already placed down. So that it looks better. So it's flipped backwards. So now we do, I think it's this one. We want to do like 180. No, 270. Okay. So now it's facing the correct way. Uh-huh. So now we're doing the x-axis. It might not line up with everything. Now that everything is rotated, I'm just talking about x is relative to us. Right. 25 looks good. 22. Uh, is that still a little bit? No, 22 is actually perfect. So now we do 22 on the other side. Let's see which side this controls. Okay, this is probably the back side here, the forward and back dimension. Okay, I see that it's flowing, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna transform point. I'm gonna move this to 1, 1. Okay, yeah. So here, what I can do, I'm just gonna try to be precise here. I'm gonna do 2 and 2. Yeah, I just want to make sure that when I'm doing the differences and culling, that it looks I can use this bounds without any hitch, without any problem, just by being precise. Let me just find one that is just a single photo so that we get a bigger picture of what's going on. Yeah. So now let's do 30, 50, 60, 58, 55. Okay, 25. Is that correct? No, I think the cell pruning happened. So here we just need to go higher by like maybe 8. Yeah, cell prune. Okay, that looks good. So now we can move to the back and see what's the other photo that we're using. 8B. One more. 8. Oops. 8B. Okay. So now that we've done this one, I'll delete that. Now I'll do this one. So I'm not gonna use these differences. Gonna here and here. Do the same value. Can I get a new number? I'm gonna just write on just some random values just so I can get a new randomization. Disable that. And then we're gonna take a look. What is this called? 8D and 8C. Let's arrange that now. 8D. 8C. Okay. So for this one, I think all we have to do is flip it. Maybe 22. Nope. What was it before? 8? No. 8, 5, 4. Okay. Do 30. 40. 40 looks good. I'm looking at this one here. And then the sides 22. Let's try 35. Oh, it's gone. I can't tell. Try 33. 32. 30. 32 looks good. 31. 31 is just bleeding a little bit, so 32. This side will be 32 as well. And then we can disable this. Let's go. Let's go. Piece by piece. I'm gonna enable that. Right. Okay. And then I'm gonna do the difference now. I'm gonna difference this. Let's see. This is the edge, if I'm not wrong. Yep. Okay. Line edge out. Connect that over. You gotta set this to binary. Enable and disable. Get it to work. Interesting. What's happening here? Oh, because I didn't connect it. And now that it's connected, it is no longer affecting the bay. I mean, it's no longer outside of the spline. Sorry, my allergies acting up again. I have this I live in Singapore, and the country is always in construction, and a lot of people, due to that, there's a lot of dust in the air. And due to that, actually, a lot of people get running nose. And when you're exposed to a lot of dust, allergies, when you're exposed to a lot of a certain substance a lot, you tend to develop allergies. And in Singapore, actually, a lot of people have runny nose because of that. I think whether they know it or not, it's just so common that nobody thinks about it. But I used to have running nose, and then I went to a doctor. He gave me this nasal spray, right? And then after taking the nasal spray, the running nose stopped. But the problem was that it changed into instead of the mucus running out of my nose, it goes down my throat. Which isn't that bad. It's just called post-nasal drip. But it's just that I'll just keep coughing just cause it's uncomfortable. So you hear me coughing a lot. I'm not dying. It's just allergies. Okay. Now that we've done this one here, move on to this. This is 1A. Oh no, this is 7B, 7C, and 7D. 7. Oh, as for this, I will increase the amount of points being selected so that so that it's not just one or two. But once everything is done, I'll see how the density looks. Oh shit, I forgot. 7C, 7B, and 7D, I think. EBD. BCD. BCD. Yeah. Okay, descriptor B D 07D. Oh, then let me type 07D. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just choose another value. Just gonna pull it there. And then now I'm looking at this one specifically. And then I'm gonna pull out the debug point here, maybe on after self pruning. Okay, maybe after difference. The difference? Oh yeah, that's correct. Because I'm still using the bounds for the horizontal one. Let's start with this. 16. I should change on this side. 16. Oh, almost correct. Let's go. And then as for vertically, probably 20? No, too high. 35. 28. 36. 37. Let's try 3. 2, 3. 3 looks good. Yeah, this looks good. And what I'm gonna do is I have to pull this over here, pull this to here, pull this like this. I'm gonna move this forward a bit so that the lines look clear. Because one of the issues is just trying to make sure your graph looks readable for yourself mostly. But sometimes when you're not around, your team will have to come in and adjust your graph around, and you also want them to do it neatly. So you have to do yours neatly from the beginning instead of creating like a real ass spaghetti. Okay, so we've got the vertical ones, sort of medium ones, medium large ones done. Okay, I'm just gonna go by sizes. Alright, so we'll do this one next. From big to small. Okay. This one is 3B, C, and A. A, B, C. Simple. Moving this here. Yeah. So this work might seem quite mundane, but I quite enjoy doing this. Just seeing it all come together, and then you know it's peaceful. You don't have to think too much about it because you know what you gotta have to do. Anyway, just make sure you do it right, and the results will just you know, you're already right there at the finishing line. You just have to cross it. And it's fun. It's really fun. It's like playing The Sims. Right. BABC. I really hate how many folders you gotta open up just to see BA, just to change the mesh. E. I've got white keycaps and I don't remember where all the buttons are on my keyboard. And especially if this mic in front of me is a bit harder to type, so you might see a lot of typos. I'm sorry for that. That's just how I do things. I make things hard for myself, and then I cry. I don't see anything. It's bad. Probably because of all these differences doing right now. Oh, hang on. Let me pull this out so that I can see. Okay. Let me just turn this off. Alright, we can see this. So let me turn that on and set this. Is the width I'm thinking 12? Didn't change anything. Why didn't it change anything? 23? Oh, 20? It's changing something. To 15? 10? But it's not changing any of the bounds for some reason. Huh? Oh no, I'm scared. What did I do? Hang on, let me disable this. Why isn't it changing anything? I'm getting more, but it's not changing anything. Maybe I've gone too far. I've gone too far. Okay, I've gone too far. Okay, I'm just checking whether the other one I did this way is correct. So it looks correct. So I'm looking at this black one here. Let's adjust that. So obviously it's not gonna be 5. I'm gonna do 12. And that looks correct already. So I'll do 12 again. We're gonna move this to 20, 23, no, 28, 29 actually, oh, 30. Okay, 12 is just a bit short. I see that on this side here. Okay, perfect. So now we're gonna do connect that. Connect this over here. I want to use the smaller ones to fill the gap. That's why I'm doing it this way. Like, by this way, I mean like I'm doing the biggest one to the smaller ones. Because if I were to do the smaller ones first, they would be like, they'll fill out the whole wall instantly, you know? And it's nicer to have the bigger ones first, and then whatever space that's left, the smaller ones will use. I'll take a sip of my water. Okay, next one. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. Instead of popping it out, maybe you can make a subgraph. If you know of better ways, you can let me know about it too. But right now, I'm just being lazy, I think. Suffering from my own success, I guess. I can taste the end of this project real soon, and it makes me really excited. Not because I don't like it, but because I get to add it into my portfolio soon. Maybe when I add it to my portfolio, I'll just um show it to everybody, I guess. What I already have done before. Um, yeah. So this is 1A you know, 6D, F, and C, D, F, C. All right. Here we move down. 6D. 6F. 6C. Yep. This time it's a square. Gonna debug this one. I'm looking at this one here. Or you can look at the gray one here actually. And then let's adjust the bounds. 10. Looks like it's lesser than 10. I'm thinking 7. Oh, 9. Okay, 10 looks like 10 is good. Yeah, 10 is good. Let's do 11. It's a bit thicker. And then here, oh, what was that? Sorry. Let me take that. Oh, oh, let's taking out the chart. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Uh, just wanted to move this aside. I don't know why I pressed just now, but doesn't matter. That scared me a bit. Sorry, let me adjust some windows on the side here. Yeah, oh, okay. Okay, the gray one here. Bounce modifier, I'm doing 20, 15, 17, 18. Does it look like a square? It does, right? Okay. And now we hook up the difference. Again. It's getting a bit messy. But at this point, it's a bit unavoidable. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic. I can't tell if I connected this one already. Okay, like that. Why am I seeing just this photo so commonly? How many of them do I have? Oh, 2As. What? Yeah, I put 6C. Wait, is it C? It is C, right? Okay. Alright, let's move here. Let me double check this. This is C, F, and D. Oh, I think I did it wrong. E, F, and D. So it's not A here. You want F. Okay. Delete that. The next biggest is this. I mean, the next smallest is this. Oh, we gotta do 2. Whoops. Let's do this. Okay. 5AC and 5AB. Okay. 5AB and 5AC. How do I delete one like that? Five AC and 5AB. Okay. Then we move this over down. Yeah. I'm gonna change the randomization again. Let me pull out the debug on that. I'm looking at the black one. I think this is horizontal landscape, right? So 7, 8, 10. 10 looks good. So this one might be a 4. No. 8, 12, 13 to 14. See if no. 8 looks oh, was it 3? Yeah, it was 3. Then next is we start pruning it again. I mean difference it again. Wow, it's getting pretty long. Getting pretty crazy. Oh, that's my Discord, if you heard that. Just one left. But it's cool, it's cool. Oh, my friend just got a new computer and he's very excited. I also got a new computer, but I'm using it right now. My previous crash on stream was because I undervoted my my graphic card, and I think it couldn't stand Unreal anymore. Alright, next one. This two. 5C and 5E. Okay, I just change this down. 5C and E, right? 5C and E. Yeah, I see it. Oh, it didn't copy everything. I think I misclicked. Oops, too far. Q, move it down. Okay, 5C and E. E, 5E. Okay. We're gonna debug this one. We're gonna move this out just a little bit. Oh, this one's a bit too out actually. Like that. Yeah, that's good. Debug. I'm looking at this gray one here. Supposed to be a portrait now. So it feels like an 8. Feels like an 8. Oh, could be a 7. Oh, it's an 8. 10? Oh, oops. To be longer, right? 16, 17, 18. Okay, that looks good. Then now we gotta difference it again. Ah. So what I can do is from a certain point on I can, I shouldn't have done that. Add a control point. It's auto saving. I'm sorry, flipping out. Yeah, I'm gonna add a control point here. Then from this control point, I'll pull it out to this. Same for this. Gonna take this, then I'm gonna move it down here. Okay, just gonna connect the rest as per normal. Okay. Label that. This is a huge mess. The biggest of all messes I've ever had. Okay. This is why I usually prefer working in just writing normal code. But it just gets a bit messy if you don't. Alright, another oval portrait. D, C, and B. B, C, D. Okay, go select point. 2BCD, right? 2BCD. Where is, okay, 2B. We need one more. 2C. I gotta type in picture 2C. Yeah. Maybe I type 02D. Yep. Okay. Let's hit debug. I'm looking at this black one here. Dark gray, charcoal gray. Hmm. 16, 15, 14. Wow, it's really small. 12. Oh, 14. Looks good. We'll do 4, 6, 6. Nope, 7. Alright, now we can connect this. Connect. What? Connect. Now I'm gonna create a new control point. Move this down here. Over here. So messy. Oh man, I'm glad there's only like 2 more, I think. Close. Paste this. Right. I'm gonna disable debug on that. Okay, let's take a look at what's next. Yeah, 2 more. Uh-huh. Oh, 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 oh. E for E, E, D, C, A, B, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. That's 5, right? 0, 4, A, B, C, D, E. Okay. 0, 4, A, 0, 4, B, 0, 4, C, 0, 4, D, and 0, 4, E. There we go. Now I'm gonna debug differences again. I'm taking a look at this one. Let's see here. 8, 6, this one. 9, 10, 4. 4 looks almost perfect, I think. Yeah, this is 5. Okay, now we connect. I'm just gonna make a new one. Paste it here. One, ah, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna make a new control point here. Okay. Stop, 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 stop. Last one. So just pre-make this control point now. I'm gonna put that here. And I'm gonna copy that. Paste it in. Reduce that. Connect this up. Table debug. We're almost there. I'm almost there. Let's go. One more. Okay. So we don't need this one anymore. Delete that. We only have this. 1B, C, and D. B, C, D. Easy. Yeah. Okay. And delete 2. Delete. Delete. 0, 1B. Oh, there's so many. Picture. Oh, like wrong. Picture. I just copied that so that I can just paste it for the next one. C. And last one. D. Okay. I'm gonna debug this. We're looking at this gray one. Bounds. 3. 3. Oh, might be smaller than 3. No, 3 is perfect. 5. No, 6. 7. Oh, perfect. Okay. Connect this again. Oh, oh, my spaghetti. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Just gotta hold out for one more. Oh man. This is giving me near physical pain. Oh, alright. This one goes here. Let's need this here. Yeah. Alright. And last one. Can I connect this too? Yeah. Disable debug. Easy. Okay. So basically what we want to do now is adjust the numbers. So I think I want just a little bit more of the bigger paintings. I can afford to go to one. No, not even doing it. Okay, we got just a little, we lost a bit. That okay, it's okay. We'll adjust this. Oh, that looks okay. Okay, that looks okay. Still not as many as I like it to be. Okay. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it is let me hide all the gizmos. Um now that I'm looking at it, having more big picture actually removes a lot of the medium ones. I might tone it down again. I remember which one this was. Or semi-medium one. So yeah, yeah. Getting there. It's getting there. Okay. I think this one's landscape. Or is the oval ones? Don't need too many of those. Oh, more. Oh, nice. Not sure you can see it. Okay. Getting more. Okay, I'll reduce this because there's a lot of duplicate pictures side by side. I'm not sure why. Okay, bit more. Yeah, this wall is filling up. Okay, almost there. I want to rise up, increase this a lot more. I want I want a lot of this because I want it to fill up a lot of the empty spaces. Oh, this is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. So there's still quite a bit of empty spaces. So what I'm gonna do is go into this. Actually, we don't need the attribute noise anymore. I'm gonna connect this all to one. Delete the attribute noise. Go here. I'm gonna reduce this by half, 15. This one's gonna be maxed out. I think I'll do 100. Then we're gonna do um that's pretty nice. I'm seeing this spot here. This spot here, I'm wondering why there isn't any. Because it's being removed. So what I'm gonna do is go into the spline here, move this up a tad. Okay, this one can move up. And my headphone caught on my hair. Um, the next. Okay. Picture frame is pretty much done. I think this one's the spare one. I mean, this picture wall is pretty much done. Oh, not as filled as I like it to be. But I think it's just because of this one. Let's just try to. Well, I'm gonna try and remove this and this. Yeah, it sort of works. I mean, it does work. It does fill it all out, but it's going into the ceiling. I'm gonna just put it back. Okay, then what I want to do is maybe just fix this. Just adjusting it a bit more seems to be enough. Oh, pretty packed, pretty tight. Okay, I'll take a sip of my drink. Okay, the next wall I want to deal with is this one. And because of that, I'm gonna deal with most of the walls in this house once. Because I'm thinking of just doing vertex painting. Vertex color. Is it here? Vertex weight. You select the walls to paint. That. Select this one as well. Even though I think the camera's not gonna see this wall, I'm gonna paint it anyway. See if I can paint that too. Okay. Basically, you just so vertex painting, the way it works is just that every vertex holds a color basically, and you can use each of this color to as a way to represent what texture to use. So I believe red is just normal wallpaper, so I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use green. I just want to see what it does. Size, strength, of okay, and then we'll paint it a bit. See how it changes. This one adds like tattered wall to it. Okay, kind of make it look a bit more natural. Feel like it's been a long time since it's had maintenance. Okay, then let's change this to blue. I believe blue is pure bare plaster. Yeah. Okay, for some reason, I'm gonna need to go into the materials and then answer this a bit. Let me go into the materials because it's trying to dictate where. Oh, you'll see. Basically, some of these walls, it's probably using like a noise map to decide where it's gonna be. Uh, a noise map with a vertex coordinate based on the world position to decide where the wallpaper or the plaster is gonna be, where I'm painting it. But I don't want that to be the case. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change it so that it's just gonna be wallpaper. I mean, it's just gonna be plaster. ORM. I have to take a look at this. Where does it use blue? Yeah. Use layer. Trying to see if might not actually. Double click that and take a look. Material attributes. Oh, it does use a noise channel. What? Why would he bake it in? Why would they bake it in? Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'll go into try and find this. Where do I go to find this node? MF blend layer. I'll go content. Is this? Yeah, I'm gonna do two. Let's type in custom. Auto save. Custom. Open that up. Basically, I don't need this. I'm just gonna use a white texture. Do I have white? Texture linear white. Let's go. And then we're gonna go into the wallpaper. Custom here. Just copy the notes over. Yeah, I'll figure out whether it's the white color or the black color that fits. Hmm. Did I break? Did I break the material? Hang on, let me take a look at this. Right. Yeah. I mean, it still looks the same. So let me pin this again. Why are you like this? Is the RGB? Erase color. Oh, then just change it to white. Not bad. How do I swap to erase? I'm gonna Google that. Unreal vertex in how to erase. Oh shit, fucking. Gotta set this up again. Alright, I'm just gonna do blue. Yeah, I'm still messing with it though. Why is that? Let me see what the alpha layer does. Nothing. Hmm. What if I connect this straight to this? Still doesn't change anything. Weird. Weird. Unique layer blend. Normal mask, correct? This is red. This is green. This is blue. This is alpha, so it doesn't change anything. Okay, we gotta take a look at custom again. I thought it was that. It only made sense for it to be. It changes to black. Maybe that will work. Change how it doesn't change anything. Noise texture. Noise texture. Yeah. Text coordinate. We're looking for world coordinate, I think. Okay, there's only one way to really know whether it's due to world-based coordinate. Is that just world-based? Yeah, it's world-based. Not by sun. It's not. It's not. Oh my god, it's not. What? What? Why? Why would they do that? So every wall is gonna have a fixed amount of. Why? Why? Why let me paint if you're gonna do that? MF blue layer. Okay. I'm thinking Man, why is it like that though? Hmm. I'm just gonna connect this all back. Whoops. Oh damn, I broke it. Let's see here. Okay, it still looks correct. Alright, height, min. Okay, yeah, it looks correct still. Gotta be more careful. Okay, take out the custom. I gotta take a look at this wall. Wallpaper. Blue layer. Faster. Um. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll work with this for now. Uh, I'll look at it at my own time and then see what's happening. Because this is, yeah, sometimes you just gotta power through what you've got the motivation. This is blocking my flow. I laugh, but it's the truth. It is blocking my flow. Can't let my flow get disrupted due to tiny inconveniences. To this wall here, I want to be really red. So, uh, this pack is like maybe a B rating for me. Though they have a lot of things done, it's not very well done. How I feel about it. Not well done at all. Green. Okay. Selection again. Do this wall. Yeah. Yeah, I might as well just select all the walls here too. Okay. Back painting. So weird. Why does it do that? Good thing about doing all these wall types here. I'll select the door too. Is that doing abandoned buildings, you know, you don't really have to what you're doing. Just make sure it looks wrecked and random, and everything will kind of mishmash together enough that looks good. Yeah, I'm just painting it randomly, just wherever I feel like the spot looks too bare bones, needs a bit more visual interest. I just add wherever here is needed. Painting didn't load there. If I hit select, we're gonna try to do a bit more of the kitchen. Here, here. Very fast. Text color paints. Do blue again. I just want to see how many areas I can actually paint. I'm not doing the other areas here because it's not gonna be seen. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not a lot of spots here that I can paint faster. Okay. Up. Right. Okay. Switch to lit again. Selection. Want to go in and take a look how everything is. Yeah, it looks a bit good. I'll look into why the field of view distance, not field of view, is despawning so close to the camera. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna decorate some more in this room, like this table here. Sugar bowl. Let's put this here. Not using 10 anymore. I don't think we need to use this either. Yeah, I just keep on one, just in case. It gets really weird. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, let me save too. Oh. Mm-hmm. Can I not use this table? Yeah, I didn't use that table, man. Okay. I was thinking of putting a nightstand here. Now I'm gonna use it now. A bit dark here to see. But it's there now. I'll go back into that a bit later. Okay, wait, let me just check whether it's at least on the floor. Yeah, it's at least on the floor. Okay. So this Sunlight also needs to be changed a little bit. I need the book splines, directional light. I just need to shine a bit into the house so that it looks like let me bring this all the way over here. So that it looks like it's the afternoon sun and not like a visual glitch. Oh, because of this wrong one. I'm gonna disable rotation snapping just a little bit like that. Bit more like that. Okay, nice. I'm gonna move it back to somewhere I'll never see again. I just want it to feel a bit more like I say like it's unbearably hot outside. So this one, I'm gonna move this over here. This is what I'm using for like mood lighting. Need it to be a tad more normal, tad brighter than what the main room is using. Just to simulate that the sun is bleeding in a bit more. So this part of the room is brighter. See how big animation is. Pretty big. Fall off, let's set to 1. Maybe we'll do 1. Hmm. 1 is pretty good actually, but just a little bit toned down 0.5. The idea comes across. Let's tone this down to 300, 370, 70. Yeah, yeah, that looks there. It looks like it's there. Alright, so it feels it feels like it's the afternoon. Yeah, actually I could just do this all without adding an actual light point light here. But the issue is that I don't want the light to bleed through the walls. And I don't want to do a bit more extra work trying to adjust the outer walls here again. And it might not work, adjusting the outer walls might not work either. And it'll take a lot more time to just fine tune might create a custom geometry just to fine tune all the light bleed to fix all the light bleeding. So I don't really want to deal with that. The next is I just want to put random stuff around area to make it look lived in. Like a bunch of people has already come by here once and then just looped. Took us like they just looped around, had fun playing. I might add some graffiti. I can make my own graffiti, add it as a decor. Let me add it to my list of things I need to do here. Sorry, let me text too. Okay, graffiti and maybe just to remember the props for the top room. Okay. Uh-huh. I don't know why this. Oh, this is not empty cup. Oh wait, I took it again. Oh, I see like a coffee ring here. I mean a cup ring on the table. Just put it there. Okay, that's pretty good. There's some more pillows too. Hmm. There's wallpaper. Let's see. I need to fix this. Turn on the snapping. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Ah, looks like it's like on the wrong side of the wall. But it isn't. Okay, we'll use it for the top side because it's a bit longer. Turn on that. I think it's like kind of expecting its walls to be taller than normal. What? Oh man, it feels like I'm combining like two different asset packs, but I'm not. It's just all from the same one. Okay, I'll just add it randomly. The small. There's a corner piece. Don't want that. Why? Why is it so far away? What? Oh, I don't want to do with that. Why is it like insane people made this pack, man? Like, just try my best. 80, 90. Insane. It isn't still somewhat usable. Okay. How about this? Feel like all the hard work that I did painting the walls is just getting removed just from all these just by placing these wallpapers on. Don't think they add any value to it. See, you can barely even tell. Can barely even tell. Cannot do that. Okay. Nah. Magnifier. Letter. Okay, I can use letter. I want to put some letters over here too. Newspaper. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna try some decors that I got from Quicksoul. Yeah, not this. Is it this? Yeah, it is actually. Oh wait, no. Fab. Mega scans, decors, dirty paper. Oh, look at that. What's this? Let me log this out. Let me do 0.001. Oh, too small. These decors aren't very easy to place. Hmm, they aren't very easy to place actually. I might leave that to the end to do. Okay, back to the normal stuff. Cardboard. Alright. Let me go back to the main meshes. Hmm. They have a wall switch. We can add. Oh, I think it just lined up perfectly. Nice. We just put some more. Honestly, this level looks like it can be in Phasmophobia. Alt 4, Alt 3, okay. Looks correct. The light switches really reminds me of Phasmophobia. One more. Yeah, I'm obviously not too stuck out about the height of each switch. Doesn't matter to me too much. Maybe we gotta put more chairs up here. I did see like plants, but I'm not sure whether any plants can actually survive in this kind of environment without anybody caring for it too much. But I mean, it would be interesting if there was any. But I don't want them to look too healthy, which they do look extremely healthy. Extremely healthy. Fireplace, floor. Got a hat. You can put a hat here. Uh-huh. Second floor, I think we can add in a heater, base heater here. Oh, I'm lagging a bit. Okay, since I'm having trouble with seeing, I'm gonna brighten this space up a bit. Try 7 points. No, maybe 8. I don't think it's making much difference actually. But attenuation is already pretty big. Do 10. Oh. Okay, I thought it wasn't changing anything. Oh, looks okay actually. Use this to 12 too. Alright, let me check on my system here. Oh, looks fine. Oh, the GPU is hitting 100% every once in a while. Wonder what's causing it to be 100. See. Running on memory. Probably it's probably Unreal, no lie. I don't think I have like any way to tell which is taking out what's causing what. User. Oh yeah, it's definitely Unreal. The minute I tap over to Unreal, it's going at 100%. Okay, so what I can do is I don't know where's the quality button here. Real time viewport. There we go. Epic. Let's change it to high. High looks okay, actually. Yeah, high seems to be working fine. I'll monitor that value. I am a little bit hitting 98% every once in a while. Okay, let me check how hot my CPU is actually. I don't think it changes too much. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just worried it might crash. I'm fine. Okay, high is pretty good. Probably the shadows and stuff causing all this. Next. In my CPU. My GPU might not like this, or my CPU might not like this, but I think I have to add more book splines. Oh yeah, it's not enough. Let me set. I think it's the shadows. Set it to me. Oh my god, it got immediately bad once I set it to medium. I mean, immediately look really bad once it's set to medium. That shadow doesn't look too good. View distance far. I don't even need far. Medium. Don't use a lot of post procedure. That should be fine. Okay. Gotta create more book stacks. Uh, Pull that down. Wonder if that makes sense. Not letting me select the actual spline instead of the node. Just creating piles of books here and there. Yeah, one horizontal one up here. Ah, yeah, I can't do that. I think the problem is the books. The spline things like is doing a U shape instead of a straight. Yeah. I think this could be fixed if I just remove the first and last book. But it's not too big a deal. Down. Yeah, looks good. Um, Up here is a big deal because I'm not sure what I'll do. Actually, what I could do is put in a pile of porcelain in here, right? Vases, porcelain, all that. Did I remove it? Okay. I'm just trying to see, right? Delete all my old ones. Okay. We want to take this, and this. Let's see if there's any more. This? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put it up on the top floor. There's clutter. Okay. Not sure actually. I might have to make a new graph just for this spot here. Or maybe I'll just let me think. No, I'll just use a new spline, I guess. Hit G. No, I can use the same spline. This, and then maybe I'll tag it with another one. Void vase trash. And then let's go into my PCG. Let me save again. Floor. Delete all the old. I mean, close all the old pictures, the old windows. Oh, you like to apply? No. No. Okay, I'm gonna get spline again. Let me think. I just want the same stuff to happen again, right? Think so. Create surface, surface sampler. So I'm just gonna use this. Place it down here. This will track. This one is just for the cardboards. And here we're gonna go with vase. Right? Let me check. Yeah. Then we get the surface, the density. Transform point. So we got 3 again. Honestly, I could probably just go into the meshes. Huh? What? What? Where? What? Where did all the meshes go? Did I? Am I searching something? I'm lost. I'm lost. Okay. I'm just gonna go over here. This one is called port 01B. Oh, I'm just gonna add all the parts in. That's easy. One, two. One more. Oh, got lost. Couldn't find that button. Teapot. I don't need teapot. Delete that. Go upstairs. What a mess. Scale 1. We do 1.1, 0.95. Right? Distance increment. Sorry, now I gotta make this a little bit bigger. Closeness 0.4 maybe. Points per square. 29, that's a bit much. 2, 10, 5, 4. Below that. Honestly, it looks pretty good. Do I difference out the floor? No, so I need to take this difference here, put that here, just to make sure I don't get any weird big ones. So one of these pots, this one here, it has dirt in it. I don't want to see that as much. So I'm just gonna change the odds on that specific one from appearing too much. One it is. For the rest, I'll just up it maybe like 2, 2, 2. Okay, so this China on top, we don't want that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, looks like some guy came in here and had a press session and they broke everything in the building. The problem is now that it's not very clear that this is it's not too clear. Maybe I don't know if I'm setting it too bright though. See, go up. Maybe see all this. Okay, I think that's good. So what I want to do, I think I might call it here for today. So what I'm gonna do is I want to do graffitis on the wall. I'm still open for more suggestions for this area here. Graffiti for the wall. Do some simple blenders for like, you know, false ceiling, broken false ceiling up here maybe. And then maybe a few debris I'll put here to block off the way to the kitchen. And then if there is, and then we might do a second pass on lighting again. I'm not feeling this ceiling thing, so I might find like but yeah, we'll do some asset finding that session too. But yeah, then finally, I might figure out what's wrong. I'm gonna go figure out why the vertex is showing up so close. The vertex painting is showing up so close to the camera. Ideally, I want like all the vertex paint to just be here right now. I mean to just appear straight away. And then yeah, I think that's it from me today. Thank you everybody for stopping by and watching. Um, follow me, subscribe if you like what I'm doing. um, yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys